telling about just how weak this indictment is here is what it alleges. And I'm not taking any of it as true or as fact. I need to see admissible evidence in a court of law before I'm willing to believe anything that insurance lawyer Lindsay Halligan put in this indictment. But here's the allegation. Letitia James was looking to purchase a house in Norfolk, Virginia. She found a fairly modest, they share the address of it in the indictment. People can go online and look at it. A very modest little house that was going for $137,000. She filled out paperwork for a loan of about $109,000 to purchase the house. Now, she secured a loan saying, according to the indictment, that she was going to use this as a secondary residence. And that allowed her to get a beneficial interest rate on the loan. However, she ended up renting it out to a family of 3 at some point. We don't know when, after she purchased it. And if she had purchased a house with a loan that applied to rental property, it would have been a slightly different interest rate. So here is what hardened criminal Letitia James, that marauder, defrauded the bank out of. When you run the numbers, the allegation is that because of the favorable loan terms she got, she actually ended up defrauding the bank out of $52.77 a month over the life of the loan.
Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted.
So again, this is just like the James Comey situation. This is just insane. The last attorney that was supposed to be put on this case said that there was nothing there. And the reason why there's nothing there is because the nature of the crime itself. If the crime is even found to be true, it is $53 a month. That's about $600 a year, or about $19,000, maybe $20,000 over the entire life of the loan. The Attorney General for the state of New York gets paid $113,000 a year. In other words, it's probably not even going to be able to be declared a crime, even if she's found guilty. Even there, it will probably be some number of $19,000, put a loan on that house for that amount of money, maybe some significant figure lower than that, because that's the penalty. She's being tried with a felony under the pressure of the President of the United States, where the previous attorney said that there's no case there. And the reason why he would say that there was no case there is because if literally you had a tax situation where over 30 years was just a benefit of $19,000, the judge would say, okay, what can you pay of the $19,000? And it'll get reduced because of negotiation. This is crazy. Letitia, this is what you're going after? The Attorney General of the state of New York, who definitely is not making herself her own client. She has somebody else, but she has all of this vast experience. But you know what New York is famous for? Financial crimes. Why? Because they have Wall Street literally there. The best financial law firms anywhere. She knows how to prosecute them, and since she knows how to prosecute them, she knows how to defend them, because as a prosecutor, she has to respect the constitutional rights of those individuals of whom she is prosecuting, otherwise the case gets thrown out. So she has to position her prosecution strategy based on understanding what the civil rights defenses of her clients, of the people of whom she's prosecuting, will be. This is insane. But this is nothing. This is $53 a month, even if guilty. And you're dealing with issues in New York where there are financial crimes going on with Wall Street that show up periodically that may be worth billions. It's not. What they're paying the DA to prosecute this case is, what, 5-10 times that of what could potentially be recovered? Because that's $19,000. It's even a fraction of that goes to the Fed. It is just a non-existent issue. It's crazy. And she's going to win because because of cruel and unusual punishment and excessive fines. She's being massively tried to be thrown in jail for years for what? $53 a month? Not going to happen. This is crazy. And here is the fundamental truth. Real criminals who are maybe players on Wall Street or active, connected to somehow in Wall Street, those people are playing with billions of dollars. They're looking at this and they're saying, great, you're wasting all this time on $53 while I'm screwing people over for billions. Insane. This is why the Department of Justice is just gone out of its mind, and why there needs to be new leadership. Because we're investing all kinds of time for $53 a month. Madness.